Okay.
Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a skull cap.
All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. Thanks for tuning in today for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and actually, boys and girls, believe it or not, I found him. Justifier Jim actually exists. What's
what's
up,
going
bro?
on, everybody?
How you doing? My man has been on a worldwide tour for the last friggin' month.
Joe, you coming in kind of garbled, buddy, like kind of low.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Am I?
very
Okay.
hard to hear you.
Very
Maybe it's
hard
my
to
phone.
hear.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me know in the chat if it's hard to hear me or not.
Okay.
Thought we had that bugged out whenever we got in here. But let me go ahead and do this. This might have something to do with it. It could be the music. But anyway, I'll clip that out. Let's see. Uh-oh. Do you know who that is, man?
Oh, no.
Patriot and Jimmy.
Hi, Danielle.
Danielle Gutierrez. You know who that is, right? She's in your league on DCO. That's Little Miss. I'll help anybody out. Let's go. What character does she run on that game? I can't remember. But she's got one with that name.
She said it's your wireless mic.
It's my wireless
Hello,
mic.
Miss Rhonda.
All right. Well, that's good. Can you hear me though?
Barely.
Barely. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this. Let's see if I can help that out. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Still the same thing.
Really? How about now?
Same.
Okay. Oh, hang on a second. Is it working? Is this thing working?
I don't know. It's like we hear you, but it's like very low. It's like you whispering.
Wow, man. What the hell? How about now? You guys hear me okay now?
Still the same to me.
Ah, man. This sucks. What about now? Test. Why am I having problems with these damn things? Maybe I've got the wrong one selected. Let's see.
I don't hear anything at all now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking between these things. I swear. Maybe this will help it. Did that help it at all? Did that help? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Danielle says she hears me fine. What the? Okay, are you guys trolling me? Is it April Fool's Day? Is that what's going on? Can you hear me?
Barely.
Wow, man. Okay.
It's weird. It was just working.
Yeah, it was working just fine a minute ago. That's weird. Okay, let me try changing mics.
All right.
Do, 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 do. This sucks, boys and girls, when you're trying to get something done and your stuff ain't working. I know. Let's try this. Oh, bear with me. Oh, these fires and stuff. All right, how about now? Can you hear me? No? You
Same
can't hear
thing.
me at all? Same thing? Great. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to
Very
switch over to
strange.
my other mic. And wow, okay. So this sucks. This completely sucks. I tell you what, I'm gonna leave and come back. You stay right
Okay,
here.
try that.
Entertain the folks for a minute. Let's see.
I took over his channel again. Anyway, everyone, welcome back. I'm glad to be back. I believe today we're on page 11 of Sketching the Privateer. This is where his journey's about to really begin, if I'm not mistaken. But this is history in the making, folks. For those of you just tuning in, my buddy Joe has been working on this comic. Well, it was originally a script for a movie for 20 years. And he's finally taking the time to sketch it out. And let me tell you, this guy is talented. He's got a good story. He's got good characters. And he's going to throw in a little educational facts about American history, too. It's going to be fun. And I, for one, can't wait to see it in a finished product. In the meantime, hey, missed you guys, too. It's good to be back. Yeah, I was a little bit of a social butterfly the last few weeks, you know. People pulling me out and me bringing people in and all kinds of stuff. But I'm glad to be back. Here we go.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Did not help a bit.
Did not help a bit. Oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it, boys and girls.
Maybe. Well, no, I guess that wouldn't make sense.
What? Hang on.
Maybe I need to drop out because maybe the folks at home can hear you better now. I don't know.
I don't know. You go ahead and drop out and come back in and see if that helps. Danny says it's coming along nicely. I told him if chances are that if he'll run into an Indian. I hear you just fine. Yeah,
Okay,
maybe it's you, buddy. Drop out real quick.
Fine, so let me drop out.
Drop out real quick and I'll bring you back in. Yeah, sometimes we have technical difficulties around here, man. So it could be because I was messing with some settings before the show. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing good this Saturday. We're on page 11. We're fixing to do page 11, boys and girls. Can you believe it? We're already up to page 11. Can you hear me now, man?
There we go. We in
That's
business,
what it was.
folks.
It was, yeah. It's probably because I was changing settings. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man. We're about to do page 11.
Woo-hoo.
Let's fill everybody in on what the script was for last week and where we left off. It was a pretty simple one last week. It was one major splash page, really. It's when Robert McBriarty sees the Seahawk for the first time. As you can see here in the panel, he's got a surprised look on his face as he sees the Seahawk for the first time. And I was telling folks, the seagulls are always in the picture, right? Yes. But in the future, they're going to be drones, right, Jimmy?
Yes.
Right? High-tech drones. surveillance equipment for the privateer, right?
Yes.
Because if you guys haven't watched the show before, everything the privateers is old school looking, but it's all high tech. His eye patch is a computer targeting system and stuff. You know, you can see in the dark with it and everything. It's got every kind of vision you could have. You know, night vision and all that shit. His rifle looks like an old school flintlock, but it can fire an automatic and all this other stuff. It's just to throw off his enemies through a disguise, you know.
Yes.
And his flintlocks are like that too. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. That's page 10, and we're fixing to get into page 11. Let me get the script up here where you guys can see what we've got this week. Okay, this week. Now, this is the first time he's seen that ship, and if you remember the page before, and I'll go ahead and put that up real quick while I'm explaining. The whole reason why he went and checked out this ship is because he saw this pirate named Greybeard openly blasting the British in the general store, right? He'd never heard anybody talk the way this guy was talking, telling people that, hey, you need to stop doing what these guys tell you to do, or you're never going to be free, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he went to go check it out, and that's when he sees the Seahawk for the first time. So he's going to go home that night, and it starts with him bringing the supplies home and his mother inquiring about the trip, and he says there's nothing new going on. And then we're going to have the cabin at night, and he can't sleep. And the next morning, the mother's going to wake up, look around for him, and find a note saying that he's left. And where he's left to is he's going to jump on the Seahawk and go try and find his dad. So that's the page we got going on today. That is the script for today's page. So let me switch cameras. Looks like my man took off for a second, but he'll be right back. I've got to switch cameras real fast so that I can move around here and get some work done. Let's see. Make sure it doesn't change my audio at all.
Sorry about that.
You're fine, man. You're fine. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so I just got done reading the script for him. So
Yes.
This one is pretty much an expositional page to do the setup for when he jumps on board the Seahawk. He stows away on the Seahawk before they leave port is what he's going to do. So, according to the script, let me put that script back up over here. Oh, where I can see it. Come on, sucker. Where'd you go? Or, of course, closed it like a dummy.
Whoopsie.
That's all right. Just take me a second. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with him bringing home supplies. All right, so we'll have him coming back to the farm. I think we'll do that on a thin. Let's do a thin top shelf thing. Okay. And we're going to show the farm. So, did you tell them about Awesome Con, man?
Oh, I did not.
You need to fill them in, bro.
So those of you that are in the DMV area, those of you that aren't familiar with that, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, or will be around there during the time of June 16th through the 18th, we will be having our comic and pop culture convention called Awesome Con. This year's guests look really awesome. No pun intended. We have 10 of the original voice cast for My Hero Academia, English dub. So that's pretty cool. Karen Gillian, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. She plays Nebula in the MCU, will be there. They just announced Danny Trejo. We got one of the doctors from Doctor Who, and I don't know which one because I don't follow Doctor Who. She's a lady, I know that. We got Phil Lamar coming back, which is always wonderful. He's one of the most down-to-earth, nicest guys ever. Amy Jo Johnson for my Power Ranger fans out there. Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger will be there. Elijah Wood and Sean Astin are supposed to be there. Christopher Sabat, who voices Vegeta, Piccolo, Kuwabara. So many anime people should be there. It looks like it's going to be a really good event this year, guys. So if anybody can make it, please, come through. Or even if, you can't make it, just check out the website, awesomecons.com. It's a good time for all. I plan on being there all 3 days, and I hope to see y'all there.
Okay, so what we got here, that sounds cool, man. Sounds
Thank
really
you.
cool. And this is in what month?
June.
June?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got the farm, right? He's coming home. We'll have Mom outside waving at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a corral over here. We know about that from when we saw the other stuff happening. Okay, so we got that. And then we're going to have him here unloading the wagon, and I'll have her over here helping out. Of course, she's got long hair. And then we'll have her kind of having a hand right here, like, anything new happening? And he'll be like, nah. And then we're going to show the cabin again at night. Moonlight. And he's going to be inside, can't sleep. We'll show the elbows. The classic hands under the head, can't sleep pose, right?
Yes. I know that pose too well.
Yes, absolutely. We all do.
Yeah.
But we'll have that there. You can't sleep. And then next morning, this will be 2 panels. This is all, I'm making all of this small because the major portion of this page is going to be covered by the most important thing.
Yes.
And at this point, if you remember me telling you, he's about, what? I think he's like 16 years old. Yeah. It is 1766, 10 years before the Declaration of Independence, which is on his birthday, by the way, if you didn't know. Of course, he was born on July 4th.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes. Of course. And so, I'll have that. Anything going on in the chat, man?
Not that I see.
No. They just
But
watching
I might have
and
missed
listening.
something because
They just watching and listening. No, I can check it from right here. It's behind me. I just have to turn around and look at it.
Turn around.
Okay. Yeah, right? Okay, let's check the script one more time. Make sure we don't miss nothing.
Yes.
Let's see, the cabin, you can't sleep. Next morning, note left to mother. Yeah, okay, got it. Well, I kind of want to have her look around for him for a minute there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So that's what the two smaller panels are about. And that's it. That's all we need out of the I square.
The I square.
The I square. It's supposed to be a T square, but I haven't put it back together yet. I can't remember what I took it apart for. It was something to do with that sign I was doing. The one for Excalibur. I needed something.
Yeah.
I needed to get rid of the plastic T part of the T square. So
Probably on the E.
who knows? Who knows? I just needed a long straight edge.
That was a badass sign, though, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. Well, you see it at the beginning of the show every time.
I know.
Let's see. Okay, so what is next? Oh yeah. So she wakes up the next morning. We got to show sunrise, right? Maybe the rooster crowing, right
Yes.
on top of the corral.
Pope Metallicus.
Pope is in here.
Yep.
The Pope. I was on his channel earlier this week. He's doing a history of rock and roll.
Yeah, he
And
said
if anybody
BX
can
insane.
do it, he can do it.
Nice.
Thanks for stopping by the other night. It was a great show. Yeah, I watched you last night on Matt's show. You were on, oh God, what is the name of that show? The MFR Cocktail Lounge is the name of it. My fellow bartending brother, Matt, does that show. He lives in Austin, Texas. And
Nice.
yeah, he's been in a couple of movies and stuff. He's an aspiring actor. Anyway, he's got a show on Friday nights called the MFR Cocktail Lounge.
That's what's up.
It's on right after Friday Night Tights, and Pope was a guest on there last night. I'm up late on Fridays, man. I get up to the residence, shoot, about 10, and then I kick back and relax and watch YouTube. And I always watch the MF or Cocktail Lounge. Shout out to Pope Metallicus the First and Matt from Foul Ball Productions that do that show. Yes.
Pope said the MFR is always a great time.
Yes, it is. The MFR is always a good time. You should check it out, Jimmy. I'm telling you, it's a good show. You would enjoy it.
Yes.
Well, what's funny about Matt is he's a great guy, but he's always his whole shtick is he's trying to adhere to woke rules. So he's always looking up. Like last night, they were talking about terms you shouldn't use that would offend people. You know, and it's just funny. You'd have to see it, man. It's really funny.
Gotcha.
But anyway, let's see. Okay, so we got sunrise. She's looking around for him. We'll have her come out the door. All right.
Just like that one meme. Waiting on you at the door. But yeah.
All right. We'll have her shouting for him. All right. Wonder where he's at. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. And then she'll come back inside. Door open. We want to. This is going to be a kind of a perspective thing. Door open. And she's going to look and see the table with a note on it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's put, she'll be coming in this way, opening the door that way. And look over in this direction. Right? Actually, let's go this way with it. Cross arm kind of thing where she's kind of looking over her shoulder kind of thing. How's that look?
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. I like that better. We're looking for a dramatic effect here.
Right.
And then we're gonna have a picture of her holding the note in one hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And covering her mouth in the other hand.
Maybe a tear streaming.
Right, yeah, something like that. Eyebrows up. Okay. Then we're going to have the note itself. All right. And let's see, she's holding the right hand, so the thumb will be coming across here. The fingernail, right? Holding it. I want to curve this a little bit, you know. And then down in this bottom corner, we're going to have Privateer. Heading down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Right? With fistful of satchel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's got his stuff in a bag over his shoulder. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the classic pole, but just a sack. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's traveling light.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this one, that's basically what this page is going to entail here. All right. That looks like a good layout for that expositional page, I think.
Yes, sir.
We'll go ahead and put the details in it real fast so you guys can see it a little darker here. As soon as I can find the right pencil, what did I do with it? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, I got it. I knew I had one that was darker. Okay. What's going on in the chat there? Let's see. The MF,
Nothing.
yeah, the MFR is always a great time. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, but we are humming right along here. I think we're going to do a catch-up stream next time around, man.
Mm-hmm.
I need a break.
I understand.
I'm going at a heavy pace here.
He's too poop to poop.
Dude, you just don't know. I'm doing a lot of work. It's springtime, man. It's springtime, so
busy.
when you own a house, the yard becomes a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's why I don't have a house.
yeah, but you know.
But the house is nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, if you have the opportunity to get a house, you better be getting one, sir.
Oh yeah. But see, okay. So this is my goal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to buy a house. I want to buy land and custom build my house.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good goal.
Yep.
Get the hell out of the city, right?
Sorry?
I said, get the hell out of the city, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because, see, in my plans, I'm definitely building a Batman cave. Yes.
I hear you, brother.
Yes.
I hear you. You go, man. You go. You go with that, bro. Do it. Okay. So that's his return home. Here's mom talking to him.
Bear with me.
What you got, man?
I'll be right back.
See ya. But yeah, this is coming along just the way I'd like it, guys. I like the way this is working out. I've thought about every once in a while putting him back in here because he's telling this story from Guantanamo Bay. He's been, if you remember back how this issue starts, he's actually answering questions to the U.S. Army in about, I want to say it's like 2003.
I think it was 2003, 2004, you said.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Whenever I get to the scripting part where I write all the dialogue and stuff and the exposition, then I'll have that hammered out. But it basically, he gets arrested in Afghanistan looking for bin Laden. He finds bin Laden's doctor, and he's trying to chase him through the streets of Afghanistan. And that's when the U.S. military finds out about him and arrests him and sends him to Guantanamo Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's telling this story, explaining who he is and why he's doing what he's doing. And at this point in history, when he's telling this story, he's one of the richest men on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know, Bill Gates, George Soros type wealthy. Okay.
As my aunt once put it, he's a rich bitch.
Yeah. Big time.
Yes.
He has got some big time money.
Yes.
And actually, they recognized his name when he said it to him when he was first being interrogated. They,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but anyway, he's telling his origin story as part of a debrief at Guantanamo Bay. Is what it is. Because at the end of the first comic book, that's when he breaks his chains in the interrogation room and tells them who he is, and that he's been around since 1750.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. And we got the You know what? I'm going to change this layout, guys. And this is why you do the plotting. Sometimes you get ideas that seem make a little bit more sense. Instead of, I keep showing the house. That's great. But how about instead of showing the house and then him over here, why don't we just show the moon? Actually, we're not even going to show the moon. Yeah, we might. Yeah,
Gotta show the moon, bro.
Got to show the moon to let everybody know it's nighttime. But we're going to show this side of the house, and we're going to show his window.
Ooh.
And it's open, right?
Okay.
It's a propped open window. And he's not going to be able to sleep. This is where the classic arms behind the head thing, this is where we're going to see that. He's going to be right by his window. Okay? And this is why you plot it. You come up with better ideas. You know what I mean? I think this will tell the story a little bit better.
Yep.
All right. He's in bed, right? No, that one we don't need. Okay, and then yeah, we'll show the moon a little bit bigger, a little bit more prominently, and the script to go down here. Yeah, that sounds good. That'll establish the night sky, right? Put some stars in there, maybe. Add stars. That's what you do. You make the notes over here in the sidebar. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have him in bed, not being able to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So his window's open. All right. Then we got Mom coming out looking for him the next day, and it's sunrise. I just think it's good to establish the time of day by position of the sun or the moon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy way to do it. What?
Real Wade Nation Gaming said Joe's opinion on furries.
My opinion on furries. I am not a furry fanatic, but this look, the whole thing with the royal fox is the fact that that's what I call a pretty woman, a fox. And I've always called my wife a royal fox. So I actually came up with a way to make a fox character.
Yes.
And that's who this character is based on, is my wife. In the video game Jimmy and I play, she's a healer, which my wife was a nurse for 20 years plus. Okay. And she likes, her favorite TV show of all time is The Walking Dead now, but at the time when I started writing this, her favorite show was Charmed. She likes anything that has to do with magic. We got one of these tri-quatras hanging in our living room.
Nice.
So she likes anything has to do with magic. So I made her a sorcery healer, and that's what she is.
Yeah, he said, I just meant in general.
In general, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a nut for them or anything. I really have no opinion on them. There's a lot of people that like to hate on furries, thinking they're freaks.
Mhm.
Hey, as long as they're not hurting themselves or anybody else, more power to them. You want to walk around on all fours, go for it. I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I wouldn't do it, but hey, who am I to steal someone else's joy?
Right.
Who am I to do that? But you should see my wife when she cosplays as this chick. She does a good job with it. Man.
Mhm.
She really does. She gets into it. All
Mhm.
right. Didn't I say I was going to put the rooster crowing here?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. We gotta put.
Well, that's good. You didn't lose power last night, Wade.
Who's that?
Real Wade Gaming.
Who's that? Oh, Real Weight Gaming.
Yeah,
Now I'm not sure where he's at, but
I'm not sure either.
yeah. I played Madden all night the other night. By the way, man, I don't know if you saw that or not. Did you
Wow.
ever see the friggin' clip that I clipped out for you? The clip you wanted me to clip out in the wrestling thing.
Uh huh.
Not you, but Real
Oh,
Weight Nation's who I'm talking to.
right,
Did you
right.
ever see the clip that I clipped out on Twitch? I clipped it out just for you, and I sent it to you on friggin' Twitter. You never did tell me if you got that or not.
He said he saw it.
Okay, good. That's good. All right, so we got the note on the table as she comes in the door, right? I mean, she's looking over her shoulder because she's opening the door this way. Okay, and then we got. Now this is the table. Maybe we'll put a candle here. Maybe not burning, just a melted one, right? Because they didn't have no electricity back in them days.
Right.
Okay, and then we're gonna have her here, distressed, reading the note.
God. Congrats on the new job. Sorry to hear you got sick, buddy.
Who's that?
Wade, he said, sorry, Joe, started a new job and got sick again, but he saw it.
Okay, that's cool, man. You're good. You're always good, man. I just wanted to make sure you'd seen it because he asked me when I was broadcasting it originally.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to see me clip this thing. I'm not going to say what it is. Go check out the clip on Twitch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it was funny.
Right.
It was funny. It's one of those things you guys always catch me with when we're playing games. I'll say something that sounds overtly sexual or something, and I don't even realize I've said it.
Yes, yes.
And you guys just blow it out of proportion. That's
Yeah.
what he was doing to me.
Nice.
I said something during a wrestling match. It was a chick wrestling match, and
he went to
oh
town.
my god, he jumped on it,
Right.
just like all you guys do when I screw up that way.
Jester, call me whatever easiest.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got the note on a piece of parchment, and this is going to be written in cursive. I'm going to write the word cursive on here.
Yes, because back then that was.
It's going to be a handwritten note. Yeah, that's how they wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make her hand a little bit bigger. And then we got Pry heading out into the world for the first time at the age of 16 with a bag on his back with his shit in his hand.
Yeah.
What's up?
Good to see you, Wade.
Is he out of here?
Yeah, he said, okay, just wanted to say hi.
Good to see you, man. I hope you're going to get one of these comic books when they come out, bro. Trust me, it's going to be fun.
Yep. I plan on getting a few copies myself.
All right. So that is it for this week. That's the Privateer. That's how you can tell I'm done with the issue. I fill it in on the top. Issue 2, page 11. We've only got 9 pages left to plot in this thing, man.
Woohoo!
Okay, so that is the plan for page 11. Let me get whipped around here, and we'll go over everything. Ah, if I can keep from destroying everything in my studio here. Ah,
Joe Smash.
Joe Smash, that's it. Joe over here smashing everything.
Your brother would be proud.
Wouldn't he? Yeah, you know Danny loves that stuff.
Yep.
All right, let me switch to my other camera real quick. Should happen a lot faster. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is where, and you know what? I didn't even use my new layout. That's the one I wanted to use right there. I'm an idiot. But that's okay.
It's all right. Next time.
Yeah, I just have to remember next time. Well, they've got this new feature on StreamYards where you can set up layouts and stuff. So anyway, yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. The digital part, I haven't really been able to jump into yet. Like I said, it's springtime. We're actually putting the pergolas floor together, and I just got all the supplies, so we're going to be building that tomorrow. I got WrestleMania this weekend. There's a lot going on, man. It's ridiculous. You know,
Oh
I do
yeah,
that
I was
wrestling
thinking
show on
about watching
Sunday.
that weekend.
Yeah. Do you have Peacock? It's
Yes.
on there. It's
Yeah.
on there, so you can, if you want to watch it. John Cena and Austin Theory are opening the show, and
see, I got to watch that because John Cena's retiring this year.
is he retiring this year? Are you sure?
From my understanding, I could be wrong, but I heard him, Brock Lesnar, and some others are retiring this year.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it.
Me too.
He comes back for WrestleMania all the time.
I know. He's
right.
Yeah.
So, anything new and exciting you need to tell the fans about before we get out of here?
Just keep supporting my buddy Joe. Support me. I don't get on here that often myself, but you know, I'm working on my story too.
It sounds like you need to start a tabletop gaming channel. Is what you need to do, because you've been getting into that a lot lately.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I'm working on that with some buddies of mine too.
Yeah.
That, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You never know, man. It might be fun.
Yeah.
Just remember this. Just remember this. If any of your friends want to get involved in it and don't want their face going out over Facebook, there are several personalities on Facebook. Nobody, or not Facebook, but YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ever seen their faces.
Yeah.
All they have to do is create an avatar and just, you know, let their voice be heard, right?
Oh yeah.
But anyway, let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel. Of course, you're watching Justifier Jim and I as I sketch the pages of the Privateer. We do this every Saturday at 1:30 Central, and then tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, we're going to do Dork Side of the Ring. Myself, Danny Ballard, and he's better known as the Dork Knight, and Johnny Rock will be getting together, and we'll be talking about the first night of WrestleMania, which is tonight. Like I said, the show kicks off with Austin Theory versus John Cena for the U.S. Championship. And we don't know what the headliner is going to be tonight. It's either going to be the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, or it's going to be Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. We're not sure which one they're going to put as the headliner, but it should be fun
both
regardless.
Yes.
But we will fill you in on who won, who lost, if any matches were made for Sunday night, and we will reinforce our predictions for Sunday night's second night of WrestleMania. And we all know what the headliner of that one is. It's when Cody Rhodes tries to end Roman's reign as the champ. He's coming up on 3 years, dude. My man's been the champ for almost 3 years now. But that comes your way tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Central. And it's brought to you by Pop Culture Minefield and KGRA Radio. And then, of course, you can find me Wednesday night talking with my friends. Sometimes Jimmy gets on for this one. Usually he's working at the time it's on, but sometimes he gets home early and jumps on. But it's just State of the Atmosphere. It's where I get together with the chat and my friends, and we just talk about whatever comes up. I come in with a couple of topics, but we can always change it. It's no big deal. It's an interactive show. Join the discussion every Wednesday night, 5:30 Central. And then I've decided that I'm going to split up Papa Joe Gamer up after dark between Wednesday and Thursday nights. I'm going to do it
Okay.
at 10 o'clock for a couple of hours each night.
Okay.
And so 10 o'clock Central, you'll be able to see that. And I'm doing it on all 3 channels now. I'm doing it on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I'm going to do
Nice.
it for another week this way, but I was looking at the video, and it looks like the video is really, really, really kind of grainy, especially during DCUO.
Yeah.
So I may have to go back to just Twitch and use an OBS because the picture's sharp when I do that. So we'll see. We'll see. But for right now, I'm going to be on all 3 channels. 10 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday nights for a couple of hours. And speaking of Thursday, of course, you can watch me and my brother hack the Matrix. What do I mean by hack the Matrix? Well, we look at today's headlines and let you know what's really going on behind them. So you guys can tune in for that every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. So, Jimmy, you sure you got nothing else to espouse to the folks out there?
Just again, thank you, everybody. Make sure you drink your water, and may the power protect you.
May the power protect you. My man is a Power Rangers man till the day he dies. I love it. I love it. Just like I'm a Spider-Man fool.
That's right.
And a Supergirl freak. Yes, I love my
Yes.
Supergirl. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Thanks for coming and spending this time with us. I know it's Saturday afternoon. Probably got better things to do, but I appreciate your support. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay? I don't say that enough. My brothers started reminding me to do it, but I need to keep remembering to do that. But I want to thank you for being here. And until I see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.